We're joined now by the Akeos attorney, John Manley. John, thanks so much for being here. So people dispute credit card charges all the time, but not charges of $117,000. How did it get that big before the Akeos realized something was off?
Well, it didn't. They sent 15 emails and pieces of correspondence to Palace Resorts saying, restore our benefits, please. Restore our benefits, please. They didn't cancel their credit card. They did exactly what American Express tells people to do, which is to challenge it on the card. And American Express process is very detailed. They submitted their evidence. American Express submitted their evidence. The Akeos had an attorney involved in Florida, and American Express reviewed it and determined they were wrongfully charged.
Why did the resort cut off the benefits?
You'd have to ask them, but ultimately it doesn't matter because this is a civil dispute. There's nothing criminal about challenging charges on your card. The other thing they are angry about, as you pointed out, is the Facebook post.
Right.
Christy posted on a Facebook with 8,000 other people who are members of Palace who have issues with it. If you go online and search Palace Resorts complaints, you'll find thousands. This resort these are not the only people they did it to. Christy, is a strong person. Her daughter was one of the lead victims in the Nassar case, where I represented him. I was the lead counsel on the case, and that's how I know him. And what I suspect is the resort found out, because it was public, that her daughter got a multi-million-dollar settlement and was chasing it. And let me be clear, Interpol didn't find anything valid. The way a red notice works is the law enforcement agency simply puts it up. This warrant was there for a year, and the day before they arrived in Mexico, the local authorities posted that.
All right, so
wait, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, you've said a lot there, and I just want to make sure we're getting everything here. We talked about the Facebook post. The resort that runs the timeshare says Christy publicly encouraged other people to dispute their credit card charges and then refuse to pay. This is what Christy posted on social media. Anybody who is trying to get out of their membership, let me know. Report any and all credit cards you used for monthly payments as lost or stolen, then just quit making your monthly payment. Palace will harass you for a few months, but it's very important not to respond. It takes 3 to 4 months, and then they will stop.
Yeah.
That sounds like a how-to on how to break your contract.
Yeah, well, so what? If they're in breach, which they were, and the Akeos gave them notice of the breach, they're perfectly free to do that, okay? That's not criminal fraud, all right? And you shouldn't be in jail for a timeshare. It's a timeshare, not a crime share. And there's nothing wrong with what she did. And they were free to sue them in the U.S. They were free to sue them civilly. But let me tell you what they're demanding. A legitimate resort does just that. If they have illegal issues, they handle it in the proper way. What they are doing is holding them hostage and saying you have to pay $250,000. Originally, it was $1.6 million.
What are the conditions like in this jail?
Bad until this week. Thank God for the Trump administration, because those are words I never thought I'd utter, but because since they got involved, the Akeos are getting medical care. They didn't have toilet paper. They didn't have toiletries. They were in a hellhole of a place. I have another different word for it, but I won't say it on TV. And they were being denied phone calls. They couldn't talk to their family. I was only able to talk to her once. And now, since Monday, when the State Department got involved, that's all changed.
And how can they hold them while they gather evidence? I've never heard of that.
Because Palace controls, they're not negotiating with prosecutors. They're negotiating with Palace. Palace Resorts made them wear, the guards made them wear Palace Resort slippers to their hearing. And at the hearing, they were heckled by Palace's lawyer and their salesperson. There's no rule of law in Cancun, Mexico. This is not legitimate. This is holding them hostage. They're holding them hostage for money, for an apology, and then a non-disclosure agreement where they would be forced to pay $1 million if they ever discuss this again with anybody.
All right.
No American should be subject to that, ever.
John Manley, keep us posted on this. It's a
Thank
pretty.
you for your interest.
Yeah, absolutely. We will continue to follow the story. Come on back as soon as there's something new to report.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.